College Broadcast Network.
Fans looking for the next best pizza in Buffalo? Buffalo Pizza Company, located next to the Kessler Center, has been serving the area's
group. You've got friends in town and Hamburg Overhead Door, the Overhead Door professionals. 11:27 to go on the clock. Canisius trailing St. Bonaventure 12-5. Bonnies tonight unveil the women's NIT banner in the corner of the gym above the snack bar on the far side of the court from the broadcast position above one of the entrances. Inside for Ellie Radke, bounce pass for Durham. Under the basket, her shot hit the bottom of the backboard and is rebounded there by Gustafson. Away she comes with no pressure. Gustafson able to dribble it up into the front court. Mitchell back into the game for Bonner in the corner. She got a bit of a breather a moment ago. Cross-court pass for Gustafson. Now Walker has it top of the arc. Mitchell guarded by Radke. McDonald went for the steal. Mitchell pull-up field goal. Good. Fade away pull-up jumper, and that was pretty from the baseline for Dana Mitchell. She scores from about 8 feet, clanking it in off the back of the rim, and Bonna's out to a 14-5 lead. Mitchell has 4 points. Drysdale, Radke, McDonald, Durham, and Lucas, the 5 on the floor. Radke, a one-handed shot over the outstretched hands of Mitchell, and that was a tough shot, and Radke makes it go from the baseline, a 7-footer to make it 14-7. Walker for Bonaventure, the 5'9 freshman from Pomona, New York. Now Armelia Horton is back into the game for the Bonnies. Over to Parker, now down low for Mitchell. Mitchell, fadeaway shot again. This time it's back rim, no good, and rebounded by Durham. Away she comes for the Grips. Durham, a long lead pass in transition for Radke. This is what Jim Crowley wanted to defend against, and they did a nice job there. Mitchell got a hand on the pass from Radke and caused the turnover. Walker tries to work away from Durham, playing the point guard right now. Walker picks up the basketball, looking for someone to pass to. Can't find anyone. The 5-second count nearly got to 5, and then the pass off the mark intended for Bowker, and it's out of bounds. A turnover on Bonaventure. Jessica Jenkins checks in. Brittany Russell checks in. Brianna Lucas checks out, and Kara Gustafson checks out for the Bonnies. 9:36 on the clock, 14-7. St. Bonaventure here in the home opener for the Golden Griffins. In the home golds at the Kessler Center. Durham, high pass intended for McDonald and thrown out of bounds. Well, that Canisius women's NIT banner, when you come to the Kessler Center, if you haven't been able to make it tonight, and if you're listening to me, you probably haven't, is in the corner of the gym next to the MAC Championship banner and NCAA tournament banners from 2005. A steal by Brittany Russell. Russell coming away with the basketball. In on the basket, too strong with the layup, and rebounded by the person she stole it from, Armelia Horton. So those quick hands of Brittany Russell get the steal on Horton, but she's unable to convert on the turnover. Jenkins has it for Bonaventure, a dangerous three-point threat. Now Mitchell, double-teamed, goes baseline on Radke and McDonald, slashes between them and scores on a pretty move off the glass. All right, Dana Mitchell, so quick with that first step there on that particular play. Jim Crowley says she can score in a variety of ways, and she's showing it here, that time driving to the basket. Moments ago, she faded away from about the same spot for a field goal as well. Russell takes the pass and is fouled by Horton. Horton was injured about 45 seconds into the game. Sat next to the trainer for a while, but they didn't do any work on her. It's hard to tell what the injury was. She has bandages on both knees, but started the game with those, so those weren't caused tonight. Horton picks up her first personal foul, second team foul against the Bonnies. Brittany Russell has it for Canisius. 19 seconds to shoot. Durham puts the ball on the floor, penetrates into the lane, and is fouled and nearly got the shot to go. No! She's called for the travel. As the Bonaventure defense collapsed around her, I believe it was Elena Walker that got a hand on the basketball as Durham was attempting that shot, causing her to travel. Mitchell into the front court. Nice dribble move to get around Radke and penetrate. Here's Horton for two, a deep two. Front rim no good. Offensive rebound, put back no good. Walker had that second chance opportunity, and finally it's taken away by Durham. Transition play. Radke tried to dribble around Mitchell. Couldn't. Pull up field goal from 10 feet, and she scores. Ellie Radke Another tough shot as Mitchell closed out on her pretty quick once she denied her the basket. But Radke sinks that floater and makes it 16-9. 7.5 to play. Elena Walker, cross court for Chelsea Bowker. Now it is Jenkins, back to Mitchell. Double team between Drysdale and Radke. So Jenkins puts up a three, in and out, no good. Walker the offensive board, and she scores. Walker able to sneak in there. She has 6.5 rebounds per game, which leads the St. Bonaventure team. So Walker, despite being 5'9" and a guard, really has a knack for getting to the basketball, and she gets the second chance points there. Ellie Radke with 14 to shoot, floats it in for McDonald, and again the pass is too high. And to see the Canisius College Golden Griffins passing to Steph McDonald, you would think that Steph is 7 foot tall right now. Timeout on the floor with exactly 7 minutes for Canisius. 7 minutes to play. St. Bonaventure 18, Canisius 9. Coming up at halftime, we'll sit down with Buffalo News sports writer Amy Moritz. She'll handicap the women's basketball season. You get a sneak preview of it. Boy, tough for me to talk today. That's tough for a broadcaster. Russell for three. She scores! Brittany Russell. A three-pointer from right in front of the Bonaventure bench. Russell's got 5 in the game. Canisius is back within 6 at 18-12. And Amy will give a free preview of her women's basketball preview in the Buffalo News, which comes out tomorrow. Van Tatenhove over to Bowker, cross-court pass. Doneth corrals it, bounce pass for Walker. Guarded by Lucas, Walker picks up the dribble, throws it to Jenkins, pull-up field goal, back rim, nobody there for the rebound other than Brittany Russell, and here she comes in transition. Russell with the speed, puts the brakes on, tries to penetrate to the baseline, and kicks it back out to Brianna Lucas. So the Bonnies get back nicely and stop that transition opportunity. Russell penetrates on the baseline, lays it up and in, it's good. Brittany Russell back-to-back field goals. This for head coach Crowley contained Brittany Russell, and that time with a good quick first step. She was a good couple of feet beyond the three-point arc, able to put the ball on the floor and get to the baseline before any backside help could arrive. And I'm sure that's what Jim Crowley was addressing with his team, playing man-to-man defense but having to rotate over to help out. Horton into the paint, quadruple team to kick out for Mitchell, goes to the baseline. Russell comes in to help out on defense as Mitchell was going to get around Ellie Radke. Cross-court pass for Doneth, puts it on the floor. Back out for Horton. Van Tatenhove has 3 to shoot, nearly loses it. She's wrapped up now, and a shot clock violation is called. Canisius defense holds. They have a chance to make it a one-possession game. 5.5 to play. And you get the sense this is a big Canisius possession here for the confidence of this team, which has started slowly in this game, but is starting to come on behind the offense of Brittany Russell. Steph McDonald has it with Mitchell guarding her. McDonald works around a high ball screen, picks up the ball, and hands it over to Radke. They keep it on the perimeter for Russell. 13 to shoot. Russell's double-teamed and has it stolen away by Horton. Away comes Armelia Horton. In alone on the basket. She scores! Armelia Horton with a big play for Bonaventure, giving them their 6-point lead back, and she steals it from the max active steals leader, Brittany Russell. Horton took her one-on-one and took the dribble away. Braun is into the game for Canisius. This is her debut. Brittany Russell, Braun, Lucas, McDonald, and Radke, the 5 on the floor. Inside, Steph Mack. Fadeaway shot, front rim. Braun, the offensive board. Braun, the putback. She scores! Allison Braun scores in her debut. Her first shot of her career. The 5'10 freshman from Erie, PA is on the scoreboard. A nice offensive board after the miss from Steph Mack. Braun hits the field goal from 5 feet on the baseline. That has to feel good for Allison, who didn't get into the game against Mount St. Mary's. Doneth now guarding Van Tatenhove is Steph Mack. Braun is on Doneth. Doneth, a wild hook shot over Braun, no good. Radke for the board. She's able to muscle away Van Tatenhove, and away comes McDonald. 4 minutes to go in the half. 20-16. Russell lines up a 3. On its way. Front rim, no good. Rebound, Jenkins. Jenkins able to skirt in front of Russell for that board. A loose ball that came all the way out to the 3-point arc. Horton floats it in for Doneth. Horton at the elbow. Back up top for Jenkins. The dribble weave and a handoff for Van Tatenhove. Russell looked for the steal. Kick back out for Jenkins, guarded by Braun. Jenkins over Braun for 3, and it's good. Jessica Jenkins, a 5'8 sophomore from Marion, Ohio, quiets the crowd. Coming into the game, 5 for 10 from three-point range was Jenkins, averaging 12.5 points per game and shooting 53% from the floor. Jenkins, a dangerous three-point shooter, and Terry Zay said anyone but her from three-point range. And Steph McDonald hits a three for Canisius to counter. McDonald over the outstretched hand of the defense, and the Griffs are back within 4. That's Steph Mack's first field goal of the game. Durham gets up to check in. Already waiting to check in is Gardner, and a deep three. Connecting on it, Jessica Jenkins. And Jenkins, another three-pointer. She's got 8 in the game. I think 9. The scoreboard may be wrong, and it's 26-19. Radke down low, steps around Van Tatenhover, shot short off the rim, and rebounded by Donath. Great action here, and great pace to close the half. Jenkins again, front rim no good. This time rebounded by McDonald. And Terry Zay was up looking for coaches, and thank both coaches for sitting down and offering those up so we could play them during the broadcast. Ellie Radke has it for Canisius, trailing by 7. Allison Braun, who's on the scoreboard, passes to Durham. Michaela Drysdale has a 3 today. Over to Durham, back to Drysdale, right side, inside Radke. She's got only one man on her, and Radke traveled with the basketball, and that was an easy call to make. Radke was trying to back down Bowker and shuffle the feet. It really spun completely around, doing a 180 without dribbling, and both officials had it. Under 2 minutes to play. Jessica Jenkins does have 9 points, by the way. I said 8. I thought the scoreboard was wrong. It's been corrected. 9 points for Jenkins on 3 three-pointers this half. And she has really been the difference, I think. There was a time when Mitchell stood up and took control of the offense for the Bonaventure Bonnies, and now Jenkins has it. Stolen away there by Michaela Drysdale as Armelia Horton lost a handle on the dribble. Durham under the basket. Pass back to Gardner, and she's fouled on the layup attempt. She'll go to the line shooting 2. 5th team foul. To the line for the first time, makes 1 out of 2 for the freshman from Brampton, Ontario. Played 15 minutes in the team's opening game against Mount St. Mary's and had 3 points in the contest. Donath over to Mitchell. Back up top, Bowker. And she traveled with the basketball, guarded by Braun and Gardner. Bowker turns it over. Canisius trails by 6, 1:14 to play. Brittany Russell checks in, and I believe, no, it would be Melissa Gardner checking out. I thought it was going to be Durham. Gardner checks out. So we got Russell, Radke, Braun, Durham, and Drysdale, the 5 on the floor for Canisius. Terry Zay signals the play in. Brittany Russell dribbles right side. Picks up her dribble, goes inside for Radke. Fadeaway shot over Bowker, off the window. Count it for Ellie Radke. Radke pulls Canisius back within 4. The dangerous Dana Mitchell up the court. First team all A10. Mitchell guarded by Radke. Cut off on her path to the basket by Radke on a nice defensive play. Mitchell has it again. Far wing. Crossover dribble. Gets to the paint. Fadeaway shot over Radke. What a tough shot for Dana Mitchell. And it didn't touch the rim. It's good. Swish. 30 seconds left in the half. 28-22 Bonaventure. Canisius is going to hold for what is almost going to be the final shot. Timeout called by Terry Zay, and certainly a Canisius audience as well. What better time to talk about Big 4 college basketball with Buffalo News sports writer Amy Moritz. Final possession, Brittany Russell, and a foul is given by the Bonnies. They had a foul to give, and 6th team foul is called on Armelia Horton, her 2nd personal. So they'll make Canisius inbound it with 12.5. Horton subs out, Van Tatenhove subs in for the Bonnies. Drysdale will inbound at 12.5. Shot clock is off now, by the way. I don't think they meant to give that foul, come to think of it. My mistake. Brittany Russell has it. Russell, top of the arc, works around a high ball screen, into the paint, right hand, high off the glass, no good, rebounded by Mitchell. She's got 4 seconds, gets to half court, and lost a handle on the ball as she was trying to pass it. Drysdale got a hand on it. Russell's shot won't count. There's the horn, and that is the half of it. Terry Zay looking for a foul on that final possession, maybe an over-the-back call. Obviously, Canisius didn't get it there. And at the half, it's Bonaventure 28, Canisius 22. And as we mentioned,